NWSL final, Washington Spirit, Chicago Red Stars, a battle between two teams searching for their first NWSL title, both making their second appearances in the title game. We go to stoppage time of the first half. Chicago trying to clear the ball out of their own box. The ball's hit forward to Mallory Pugh, and she's taken out. A rough challenge by Kelly O'Hara, and Pugh is injured. She did not feature in the semifinal due to COVID protocols, and she would not feature in the rest of this game, unable to finish, subbed out, but still in first half stoppage. Aaron Wright dances down the flank, whips the cross to an unmarked Rachel Hill, who heads it home, and the Red Stars have themselves an opening goal. That's Pugh on the sidelines celebrating there. Not part of the game, but loving that first goal. Hill's first career playoff goal. 2 of her 4 goals this season coming against the Washington Spirit. Let's go just past the hour. Spirit trying to claw back. Trinity Rodman, Rookie of the Year from outside the box. A rocket, but it's off the woodwork, and it stays 1-0 to Chicago. What a hit from Rodman as she just hits this one inches off the mark. 66th minute. Washington do get back into the match. Rodman playing the assist this time. Tara McCune brought down in the box here, and that is a penalty to Washington. Pretty clear and obvious decision as the referee points to the spot. Rodman with the delivery. McCune taken out in the box. Andy Sullivan to bury the penalty. Cool as a cucumber, puts that one into the low corner, and we're tied at 1. Sullivan's 3rd goal this season, all of them coming from the penalty spot. And that's how it would stay through 90 minutes. So we had to go to added extra time. First NWSL final to go to extra time since 2016. Washington lost on penalties 3-2 in that game to Western New York. Pick it up, 97th minute, still tied at 1. Trinity Rodman, long ball over the top that finds O'Hara. Back stick, and she nods the go-ahead goal into the back of the net. Washington with the 2-1 lead, a first career playoff goal for O'Hara, her first goal of the season. She was traded to Washington from Utah in December of 2020, and making her mark there. That is the title-clinching goal. Red Stars had a couple of chances late in added extra time. Bledsoe made a great save. One went inches wide. And it is the Spirit celebrating their first NWSL championship in franchise history. What a season for them. They end the season on a 12-game unbeaten run. They're going to carry that into 2022. Spirit fall to 0-2 in NWSL finals as they lose their second straight, this one in added extra time. And let's now welcome in former U.S. Women's National Team player and professional Allie Wagner, who was on the call for this one on CBS and Paramount+. Great job on the game, Allie, and what a final it was. A final like no other in a season like no other. What are your initial thoughts on this result and the Spirit winning their first NWSL title?
You know, I thought coming into this game, I thought Chicago was going to have the advantage with the experience that they had. And just how they had played the opponents, they'd made it incredibly difficult for anyone with any sort of impetus to go forward, to break them down. And that's what Washington Spirit is. It's a team that likes to control possession. It's a team that likes to get their special players in special moments. And Chicago usually nullifies the opponent by taking away those moments. So I thought the advantage coming in might have gone to Chicago, especially getting that second life of Mallory Pugh coming back after she had been out last week in the semifinal for COVID protocol. And I thought potentially the way that Chicago played was going to be too much for Washington Spirit. And then when they go up 1-0, you're thinking, this is it again. This is how they script it. Chicago has gotten results in the latter part of the season by playing teams this way. And it's incredibly hard for anyone to come back from. But this Washington Spirit team had led the NWSL and come from behind wins. And they did that again today. And I think when you look at that second half, it was incredible to watch the youngest player on the pitch in Trinity Rodman grab this team, put them on her back, and start to generate the momentum and the pressure that Washington had to have to find that equalizer goal. And then ultimately come, extra time, that go-ahead goal from Kelly O'Hara. Rodman is the one who set it up, put that assist on a platter for Kelly O'Hara at the back post. And everything that we talk about, if you want to parallel this with what occurred throughout the course of the season for the NWSL, for these players, for this team, was overcoming adversity. And that's what the ultimate champion did. They overcame adversity. In this game, they came from behind. They stayed strong. They stayed united. And they got the result. And they got their first ever NWSL championship. Pretty special.
Allie, what does this title mean for Washington. You mentioned the season that they had and the adversity that they faced. I mean, really, this has been a different team since September. I mean, an 11-game unbeaten run, well, 12-game unbeaten run now when you include the title that they're carrying over into 2022. What kind of meaning does this title have for them?
I think it's massive because it shows that the strength that these players had, that they didn't let all the external noise derail them from what their ultimate vision was, their ultimate goal was. And I think it will empower them to move forward because, as you know, within this club, there is some internal strife as well. There's the struggle over who's going to be the ownership group. And as I'm sitting here at the end of the game, I hear the fans, the Washington Spirits chant, "We want Kang, we want Kang." They're calling for Michelle Kang to be the owner. The players have asked for her to be the owner. They want Baldwin to sell. And so this is a massive statement. When you talk about leverage that this team may have, the players may have, this may put them in a better position to have more of a say at the table.
As this league continues to grow and expand, Allie, the 2021 season will hopefully be seen as a turning point in league history. Now that it's over, how would you describe the 2021 season?
I will describe it, and I hope I am accurate. History will show that as an inflection point. We talk about strife, struggle, incredibly awful circumstances and situations that made this league kind of put on its big girl pants, if you will, and step up. But I think that it all had to culminate at this time in order to get everyone to sit up, take notice, and make change and be willing to go out there and ask and demand for that change. I think all these events had to unfold at this one time and come out for these players to get that power moving forward. So I will look back on this year, I hope, and I believe, as a year of inflection, the inflection point for the NWSL, where it understood that this is no longer about here as professional women players, here's your opportunity to go play professional soccer. No, this is a serious game. These are serious athletes. They demand respect. They deserve respect. And it's time that everyone steps up and rallies around what these women should be what environment they should be put in and the way they should be treated as top class athletes deserving the best.
Well said, Allie. Fantastic to have you as part of our coverage on CBS and here on HQ. Thank you for hopping on with us. Great job this season. Look forward to seeing you check in with us as a busy offseason for the NWSL now gets underway.
Awesome. Thanks, Jeremy.
For more analysis of this game and the NWSL season, check out the Attacking Third podcast with Lisa Roman and Sandra Herrera. Sandra and Lisa have been all over every NWSL story and game all season long, and the offseason set to be a busy one. The draft, expansion draft, all coming up. Lots of changes on the horizon for this league. Download and follow the Attacking Third wherever you get your podcast audio. You can also watch the pod on YouTube.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.